Hi, today we're going to make a Chinese pastry called a chrysanthemum puff. It's typically filled with red bean paste, but I'll be using sweet potato in today's version. You can roast or steam the sweet potatoes, but I find that roasting them gives it a sweeter flavor. The pastry isn't very sweet, so you can choose to add in some honey or sugar to the sweet potatoes. So if you're also going to make two different colors, it would be 75 grams flour, 22.5 grams butter, and 30 ml of water. You can see from my photos that the blue pastry actually didn't turn out that well when it baked, so I would suggest using butterfly pea powder instead of the actual flours. You want to keep kneading until the dough becomes a bit shiny and is very smooth. If you're working in a hot area, then once you finish kneading it, you can put the dough into the fridge to rest. So for the green colored dough, I added in a teaspoon of matcha powder. So what I've used was 75 grams of flour, 22.5 grams of butter, 30 ml of water, and a teaspoon of matcha powder. Now we're going to make the butter or puff pastry, which is just butter and flour together. You want to just pinch the butter and flour together until it forms a crumble, and then at which point you can start kneading it into a dough. Then separate that butter pastry into 5 different balls, which should be roughly the same size as the sweet potato balls. Then separate your oil pastry into 5 different balls as well, and they should be roughly double the size of the butter pastry. What you then want to do is flatten the oil pastry into a circle that's large enough to wrap the butter pastry. So once you've done that, put the butter pastry in the oil pastry and then pinch the edges together to seal shut, and then start rolling it into a ball shape again. Once you've wrapped all of the butter pastry, take the dough and form it into sort of an oval shape so that you can roll it out into a long rectangular shape. Roll it out so that it is about 2 mils thin, so that when you bake it, you'll achieve those flaky layers. Once you've rolled up your pastry, you then want to use your thumb to press down in the middle so that the edges where you can see the curls are facing upwards, and then you can press it flat down to roll it into a circle. You want to roll the circle so that it is large enough to wrap around your sweet potato balls. Once you finish rolling it into a circle shape, put the sweet potato ball in and pinch the edges together to seal shut, and then start rolling it into a ball shape again. Once you finish rolling it into a ball, you want to then flatten it down into a circle shape again. You then want to cut the pastry into quarters, but make sure to only cut about 1/3 of the way through so that you don't actually cut the whole pastry into separate sections. Once you've cut them into quarters, you then want to give each piece another 3 slits. You will then have a total of 16 petals. When you're scoring the petals, make sure that you don't cut all the way through the pastry. A simpler way to make this is also, instead of scoring each petal, you can turn each petal sideways so that the sweet potato faces upwards, and you will also get a nice flower effect. To have it resemble a flower even more, you can pinch the ends of each petal so that it forms a pointed tip. Place it into the oven and bake until golden brown, and we're done. As always, thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.